Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of new stuff to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We have new theories which could lead us to having a new Eeveelution in Generation 9, more information about these recently leaked bug Pokemon by Riddle, and a few more things to cover as well. So plenty of stuff to go over today. If you are excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we mentioned in today's video. Would you like to see a new Eeveelution in the Generation 9 games? Let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this thread here by the Pondcast. Massive shout out to this guy because this theory is really good and could potentially be a reason as to why we might see a new Eeveelution in Generation 9. Of course, a lot of people thought we were going to get some sort of announcement recently because of the massive build-up they did before the new trailer for Scarlet and Violet, myself included, but of course we didn't get anything. But I mean, you know, there's still a chance we get a new Eeveelution in Gen 9. Just because it hasn't been revealed yet doesn't mean we're not going to get it. Most of the Pokedex hasn't even been revealed yet. So anyway, the podcast says Eeveelution time. To start, I want to thank my co-hosts Chase and Guren, I'm really sorry if I got your name wrong, who helped refine the idea on our podcast episode. So, taking the current climate that light/color will play a prominent role in these games, we will start by using this art piece showing Eevee in white and the other Eeveelutions in different colors passing through a prism, like white light passing to be split into the colors of the rainbow, which is obviously this image here. So you got Eevee going into it and then all the different Eeveelutions coming out. And it says, I feel this art piece plays an inspirational role in what comes next. The art is based on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album cover. Moving into Generation 7, Eevee was given a unique crystal that allowed it to use Extreme Evo Boost, a power that combines all the Eeveelution's power together to boost the stats of Eevee in battle. If you think about it, you are combining all of their lights into one by using a crystal. If you take the previous art image and reverse it, one could see the similarities. So now we obviously moving on to the anime. So currently in the anime there is an Eevee that cannot evolve. They have tried to give it a stone, and even though the stones activate, Eevee does not evolve, and they do not know why. Eevee's been taken to meet other Eeveelutions in hopes to find a way for it to evolve. Now of course that might just simply be because it's a Gigantamax Eevee, and it's just gonna get a Gigantamax form some point in the anime. I'm kind of waiting for that episode to kind of drop, because then people can kind of stop using the anime as a really good reason as to why we're going to get a new Eeveelution. Not to say that we can't get a new Eeveelution in the anime. I mean, it's happened before, like with Dust Lycanroc, Donphan, Snubbull, Marill, I think, Pokemon like that have all got revealed in the anime before the games. But I think for something like an Eevee, it will probably get revealed in like a trailer or something. Anyway, the odd thing about this Eevee is that it knows Mimic. Looking at Cerebi's database, the only time Eevee was ever able to learn this move was in Fire Red and Leaf Green via a move tutor. All Eevees in the currently available Switch games learn Copycat, not Mimic, except in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Eevee can learn Mimic naturally at level 25 in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Putting all these clues together, I believe that Gen 9 will in fact have a new Eeveelution using an Eevee with Mimic as part of the requirements. Taking the above art, Z moves, and anime, the typing I believe will be second stage normal typing. Now of course, this is something that a lot of people want, and this is also something that a lot of people don't want. I'm not a massive fan of having a second stage Eevee with just the normal typing. I don't really think we need it. I don't really know what it brings to the table because it is literally just a more powerful Eevee, and I'd much rather see a Dragon Eeveelution, a Flying Eeveelution, a Ghost Eeveelution, a Steel Eeveelution, a Bug type Eeveelution, much more than just like a bigger Eevee, really. Argumentatively, it could be any of the missing types for Eevee. However, I chose normal because it was represented in white art in the art piece, and white light is the summation of all light colors. If the light spectrum does play a major role in the games, this is really the only option. And to all this, Eevee was the only one to get its own game, which is Let's Go Eevee, as well as singled out for Gigantamax in Sword and Shield, while all the other Eeveelutions were given nothing. What do you make of it all? So that's the theory. It is a really good theory. I like the whole Mimic situation. So of course, massive shout out to the podcast for obviously doing the research and stuff into that. Again, I've still got high hopes that we will see a new Eeveelution in Gen 9. Just because it hasn't been revealed yet doesn't mean we're not going to get one. But either way, a really good theory there. Shout out to the podcast. The next thing we're going to be taking a look at is more information on these recently leaked bug type Pokemon from Riddle Ku. Now, we covered this not too long ago, but we have some more information about it here, more theories, etc. So we're carrying on this thread. We've already covered a lot of this thread in a previous video. Like I say, we obviously have Summer Theories over here who basically cracked the code and did a really, really good job. But then we actually move on here by saying a very good point made by Lumio's post. Lechonk is smell, which is a silk month makes a silk, I think that's supposed to be moth, makes sense, and it would just be a shame for Game Freak not to make a Pokemon from this beautiful moth, as for all of the awful references, a dung beetle also makes a lot of sense. They could go wild with the colors. So yeah, this is what Lumio says. So Ku says there's descriptions. I see a smell mentioned. This could be the early game Bugmon, as Lechonk is mentioned to give off an aroma that bugs hate. This could be the bug mentioned. To add to this, giant male silk moths have an incredible sense of smell, being able to smell a female of their species 7 miles away, while those don't live in Iberia. Spanish moon moths do, which are also a part of the silk moth family, so maybe a silk moth Pokemon. So we could be seeing a silk moth Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Again, I could easily see it happening. And yeah, it says Lechonk uses its sense of smell to find and eat only the most fragrant wild grasses and the richest berries. As a result of his dining habits, has come to radiate an aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon dislike. So it could be one of those kind of yin-yang Pokemon situations with, like, I don't know, Zangoose and Seviper. They don't get along. It could be very similar to that, like Corsola and Marini. Could be Lechonk and the new bug Pokemon. Anyway, update to this riddle. Sadly, it says there are 3 bugs confirmed found / please see this thread below for further details. I did suspect that this is, as you can see above with the 3 descriptions for the 3 types of bug. I'm still hoping there's more than 3 lines, and Ku didn't say this was every bug line in Scarlet and Violet, but it does feel like he's saying that. I'll be a little bit disappointed if this is true. Most high number gens had more bug types. Maybe at least they'll be well designed. Maybe we'll get many dragons to make up for it, or maybe our first bug regional form. So this is the thread by Emilio, who's basically saying, you know, in conclusion, we will get, because of all like this stuff, again, it's a lot about coding and stuff. I don't really know much about coding, etc., but he's obviously wrapped it up, done a nice TLDR for us. So yeah, in conclusion, we will get 3 new bug Pokemon, probably each based on one of 3 the prints in the code. Thanks to Summer Theories for finishing the code and giving me the opportunity to create this theory. So you're totally right, Infinite, thanks for the correction, but why is it always works with the extra line I added? So if I understand correctly, you were going backwards in order to get back to the position you spelled. So basically they're just talking about like one of the bugs in the kind of coding there. So looks like we're getting 3 bug Pokemon confirmed from just that, you know, leak, but of course we could get even more. Didn't say this was every bug line in Scarlet and Violet, already went over that. Update may mean something, may mean nothing. Ku liked this tweet and then unliked it. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know how long he liked it for, but it gives me the smallest hope that there may be 4 lines instead of 3. So sorry for Ku for dissecting your every move. I'm sure it gets annoying. So yeah, this person here, David, said found 4 bugs I'm pretty sure of, and then he liked it. But then unfortunately he unliked it as well. So I don't know if he did that by accident. Again, it could have just been scrolling down his phone, liked a random tweet. I've done it before. It is easily, you can easily do it. So yeah, it seems like it's 3, but could potentially be 4. But again, that's just the latest information on that like bug kind of leak situation. We also have this from Pokemon FM, who thinks they found another one of them. So they say, I can see 2 types of insects hinted here. So number 1, the first one is a dog flea, and this is very common in Spain, especially with the climate, and Ku was hinting on dog a lot in his code. So you know, fleas are serious risk for dogs and other pets in Spain. So yeah, the warm climate in southern Spain means that fleas are an active threat all year round. So we could get like a really small flea Pokemon or something. And then they go on to say the second Pokemon is probably a new butterfly or moth that was implied by the word board in the code. Spreading board is a tool for insect collectors, mainly butterflies and insects with wings, maybe implying on a butterfly bug / ghost type Pokemon. So yeah, what is a spreading board? So the spreading board, all butterflies and moths and sometimes other insects are mounted with their wings spread. Spreading board is therefore an important piece of equipment for the insect collector. So again, could be something to do with that. So basically what I think he's hinting at, not more than 5 bug Pokemon lines. So dog flea Pokemon, butterfly / moth bug / ghost type Pokemon, Japanese bug, the possible regional forms, and that's my first take, but I need to dig more. We know that we're going to get a Japanese inspired bug type. Now we don't know if that is in like this coding or not. We just know we're getting that because of what Ku said in the past. But again, it could easily be a dog flea, could be like a moth, something like that. We also have this post here by Light. So we covered this in the last video, where basically Light said, you know, this is why we might be getting these kind of regional forms and stuff for these Pokemon. And he's basically done a massive breakdown here. It says 12, 13, 27, and 28 are bugs in the lines of the code. So 12, 13 in National Dex are Butterfly and Weedle. and then Butterfree and Weedle, should I say. 27 and 28 are Kakuna and Beedrill in the Kalos decks. 12 and 13 of the Tesla decks are Lillipup and Herdia, Puppy mention. But the incredible thing is that in the Alola decks, 27 and 28 are Chargebug and Vigavolt. I think if he says the new line, he's referring to a new form of them. Because obviously he says here, how many Bugmons do you find while debugging this project? Each is a new line. Enjoy Hardcore Riddle series. So again, could be something to do with that. So big shout out to Light there for kind of putting 2 and 2 together and really kind of researching like the decks and everything and the code. Again, this is just a theory. Doesn't mean that these are all getting regional forms. I don't think all of these Pokemon are going to be getting regional forms, because that's a lot of bug Pokemon just to get a regional form. But again, if we get one for Butterfree, does it mean we're going to get one for Weedle? Probably not, because obviously we've had like Gigantamax Butterfree in the past. We've had nothing for Weedle, but then obviously we had Mega Beedrill, and then nothing for Caterpie. So maybe this is the time they both get one. Who knows? But that's a little bit more information there about kind of why we could be getting these regional forms of these bug Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Again, it is just a theory though. And then finishing things off, we obviously have the PokeLeaks Reddit talking about this as well. So new Coup post referring to his last riddle, so obviously how many Bugmons do you find, etc. People here saying, so I'm assuming each coding mistake was one new bug line, so obviously we know about that. I'm excited for lots of bugs in Pokemon. Gen 7 and 8 had legit great bug Pokemon, but really hoping we finally get Bug/Dragon and Bug/Dark. It's kind of crazy that we haven't had like Bug Dragon and Bug Dark, to be fair. Like, they are two really good typings for bugs. Like Bug Dragon, like Dragonfly, is just easily make, like you can easily make that. And then Bug Dark as well. Like, obviously a lot of people are scared of bugs. So a Bug Dark type, I feel like, should just easily be a thing. Hopefully we get a bug type pseudo legendary someday. Gen 5 gave us Genesect as a mythical, and Gen 7 gave us 2 bug type Ultra Beasts. Then we are ready for a bug type pseudo legendary. And for those who are wondering, Volcarona is not a pseudo legendary, it counts as a normal Pokemon. You know, it's odd that Volcarona isn't a pseudo legendary. Yes, Haxorus is the one to be pseudo legendary, but in the black and white games it was Alder's ace and it was ridiculously weak. It is like, when like growing up, I always thought that Volcarona was like not a pseudo legendary, but I mean at one point I thought it was like a legendary Pokemon. Obviously it wasn't, but either way, hopefully we do get like a Bug Dark or a Bug Dragon type at some point in the near future, and it could easily be in these games. Riddle has already come out and said we are getting new dual types that we haven't had previously, so that could be anything from Fire Grass to Bug Dark, Bug Dragon. Trying to think, Fire Ice. I don't know if we're Fire. Well, I guess we technically have Fire Ice, but either way, there's still a bunch of dual types out that we've not had. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. What typings do you think these new bug Pokemon are going to be? And also, do you think this theory does actually mean that we are going to be getting a new Eeveelution in the Gen 9 games? Let me know about it. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.